Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about why World War II is slowly but surely failing. Personally, I like the game and I'm not trying to hate on it at all, but I'm just going to do a little bit of comparison today just to show you guys really why this game isn't very good compared to all the other games. Because they said they were going to take us back to the roots, but I don't know if these were the roots that we wanted to start heading to. You know what I mean? So let's just get into it. First, we're going to start out with the maps. We're going to compare the maps to all Call of Duties, and then we're going to go with the assault rifles and then the kill streaks, or just basically the guns in general. But starting off with Call of Duty World War II, the maps, we got Aachen, Ardennes, Forest, Flak Tower, Gibraltar, which are all the top 4 maps for me. Aachen's alright, I guess. But then we got the USS Texas, which is Spawn Trap City, Gustav Cannon, which almost everyone hates. I personally like it if you're sniping, but it's just alright. Then we got Keratin, which I don't really like at all. Then we got Saint Dumont, which is not a good map to me. London Docks is alright, and then Pointe du Hoc is just a random mess. So overall, I just don't think the maps hold up very well. And especially only having 9 at launch really hurts the game, but I'm not going to go into that because, I mean, every YouTuber has talked about all of the maps weren't enough. Anyway, we're just going to compare them. Everything is going to start at Black Ops 1 and then continue to Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3. But Black Ops 1's maps were literally stacked with Nuketown, we got Firing Range, we got Summit. And if you think about, like, the main point I'm trying to make here is that Call of Duty World War II doesn't have any of those maps that really like stand out to you like all the old games that it was supposed to be. Even like maps like Radiation and Launch and Grid. I mean, Grid on Search and Destroy, oh my goodness. Anyway, moving on to Black Ops 2, we got, oh my goodness, Carrier. I loved Carrier. Express, Hijack, the original Hijack was really good. Overflow, Plaza, Raid was amazing. Standoff was my favorite map in the game. Turbine was great. Yemen, Slums. Oh my goodness, how could I forget about Slums? And like, yet again, you see like 6 or 7 maps that really pop out to you. Like everyone in the Call of Duty community could literally sit there and be like, "Oh wow, that map like really stands out to me." And these are all my opinions, but the Black Ops 2 maps were really, really good and well made. Next, Modern Warfare 2, we got, honestly, I shouldn't even have to talk about Modern Warfare 2, but we got Skid Row, Subbase, Terminal, the original Terminal, which is amazing, Rust, Quarry, Invasion, High Rise, Derail, Estate, and Afghan. Like, those are just some of the maps. I have them all listed, and you guys will see them, obviously, but like, these are just off the top of my head right now. That's how good those maps are. I can literally remember all the maps' names. Moving on to Modern Warfare 3, we got Seatown, which was amazing. I love that map. We got Fallen Village, Lockdown, Resistance. All Resistance has been remastered twice into World War II, which plays really well as well. I really do like that as an addition to this game. It really helps it. Let's see, Outpost, Baccarat. Oh, I love Baccarat. Bootleg, and then Dome. Dome was really good as well. Modern Warfare 3 probably had like 15 maps at launch, which were all pretty well made. There was a couple that people didn't like, but overall it was really well. So if you just look at all the maps combined for the basic boots on the ground games that everyone has really liked, it's kind of obvious that World War II didn't hit the mark. Moving on to assault rifles, we got the M1 Grand, which is alright. The very first gun, which is the M1941 Johnson rifle, which is pretty good. I honestly like it. The STG and the bar are obviously the best ones, along with the FG when it's buffed and whatnot. But guns like the M1A1 and the SVT 40, like why did they even make those if they're going to be that bad? Moving on to the submachine guns, I'm not going to really talk about these very much because the only ones I really like are the PPSH and Thompson. Those are really the only ones. The Type 100 is viable. It's very accurate, but it just doesn't really have the damage. And when you're playing competitively, it really just falls short. So PPSH is really what you're going to see mostly. Moving on to the snipers, I'm not going to go over light machine guns and shotguns because I'm not really big on those. But the snipers here, I will give World War II the credit. We have 3 good snipers in the game, which is honestly very rare. Most Call of Duties only have like the 1 or the 2 that are obviously the best ones, but the Lee Enfield, the M19, and even the Kar 98 is really viable. Then moving on to Black Ops 1, comparing these guns, obviously the submachine guns in Black Ops 1 weren't the best. We have the MP5K, the AK-74U, which was really good. The MPL was also very good, and other people liked other subs, but I really like just those 3. And then I don't even have to talk about the assault rifles. Everyone knows the FAMAS, the Galil, the AUG, the AK, the Commando. They were all really, really good weapons. Sniping wasn't very good in that game, but overall, if you ask anyone, they would say that Black Ops 1 obviously had better weapons than World War II. Moving on to Black Ops 2 now, we got the MTAR, which was amazing. We got the FAL, which was banned from competitive because it was that good. The M27, which literally had no recoil. We have the SCAR H, which was really good. We have the M8, which was a burst gun that was amazing. The AN94, which was one of the best COD guns of all time. We got the Remington shotgun. The light machine guns with target finders that were actually cheating. Submachine guns, there was the MP7, the MSMC, the Chickum, the Scorpion, the Peacekeeper, the PDW before launch, before the patch. I mean, just look at these guns and compare them to World War II, and it's like, it's not even close. They really needed to bring in a better set of weapons. I know they were limited by the time period, but anyway. Modern Warfare 2, we have the ACR, the M16, the F2000, the AK-47, the TAR-21, the SCAR, the M4, the UMP Silence, the Intervention, the P90. It's just like, you really remember these weapons more than World War II. Like, honestly, 2 years down the line when we're playing, like, Infinity Ward's next game or past Black Ops 4, you won't even remember Call of Duty World War II's weapons. I don't think they're very memorable. Now, I would say the Voltrum Gewehr is a really good weapon. Normally, I'm not a big fan of the DLC weapons because they're normally just overpriced and overpowered, but it's honestly very much worth it. Moving on to Modern Warfare 3, we got the ACR, the AK, the CM901 was actually really good. The FAD, G36, M4, oh, I love that M4. It was really good. Obviously the MP7, which was one of the best guns. The UMP came back. It wasn't as strong, but it was really good. The PP90, which was a melter. Honestly, any gun on Modern Warfare 3 you could pick up and wreck, like go 30-0 on a public match. So, and they also had the best sniping. They had the RSASS, which was really good. The MSR, the L98, L96. Plenty of options. So just like rounding that up, all the guns, they're just not even close. Moving on to kill streaks, we've got the paratroopers are really original. I really like that. It's another version of dogs, which is very clever. I really like the paratroopers. Other than that, the real problem with World War II's kill streaks are going to be the cost. I mean, 500 for a UAV when you're getting 50 points in some game modes is ridiculous. And most of the kill streaks are not worth it. Like the fire bombing runner for 1,000, it's actually maybe 1 kill, and it's pretty garbage. So we're gonna compare them to other games. Black Ops 1, you had the 9-kill chopper gunner, which was literally one of the best streaks of all time. You had the attack dogs at 11, which is the same for paratroopers, and I think everyone would agree that chopper gunner at 9 and attack dogs at 11 was much better. Honestly, the napalm strike for 5 kills was probably one of the most underrated streaks. You could easily control a map with that, with only 5 kill streaks. Also, a spy plane at 3 was really nice because you didn't have to get 5 kills before. A whole bloodthirsty just to get a UAV that lasts 30 seconds. So I don't really like the balance there. Moving on to Black Ops 2, we have streaks that pop out to me. Oh, orbital VSAT. Why is there not an advanced UAV in World War II? No one knows. I mean, it is sort of overpowered, but you really have to earn those streaks. Stealth chopper, K9 unit, the swarm. If someone got a swarm, you're backing out because it was that good. There's the lightning strike, which was pretty good. The middle streaks in Black Ops 2 weren't my favorite, honestly, but overall, much more rounded. And once you hit that stealth chopper, I mean, you know you were getting at least 3 or 4 kills. Moving on to Modern Warfare 2, obviously there's the Harrier strike and the all you had to do is set Predator missile, Harrier, and nuke, and you almost have a nuke every time. That and the chopper gunner. So if you wanted to run Harrier and chopper, even the Pavlo was ridiculously overpowered. But obviously the tactical nuke was what everyone was running, trying to just hit those big streaks and get a nuke and end the game. Nothing will ever match ending the game in Modern Warfare 2. That was one of the best feelings ever. Anyway, moving on to our last thing, Modern Warfare 3 kill streaks. They were honestly alright. The AC-130 and the Pavlo were really good, and the Reaper for 9 was really, really good. But the Predator and the TAC Chopper were very liable. But mainly what I was running in Modern Warfare 3 was the Specialist package, which was obviously one of the most unique things, and it never really came back in Call of Duty, which was surprising. Anyway, guys, I was just trying to compare what World War II brings to the table compared to the old, much more popular Call of Duties. And I'll make a video supporting Call of Duty World War II because I don't think it's a really bad game. I just wanted to show you guys why I think it's not very good. It's just an opinion, and I'm very interested in your guys' opinion as well. So just let me know in the comments. Also, leave a like and subscribe. I will be making daily videos. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you later.